done. I think we are back. I think. Hang on. What is happening? Why is this killing my... I think we're back. The screen should be black right now, but you have to find it. Oh my god. Well. Oh yeah, I see there's like new notifications that have gone out. Why did that happen? That's so weird that OBS decided to kill itself like that. But okay, well that's not great. First playthrough. Detective. No. Spoilers. Done. Then let's add the game audio. Paynes Creek. Let's add the game capture. Paynes Creek. Hey, there it is. There it is. Let me throw in a marker. And we are so back. We never left, people. We never left. Now, last time, I need to do a recap, not just for myself, but also for whomever might be watching on YouTube. God, what did happen last time? We discovered that indeed the main characters, quote unquote, Trish and Scott, were in fact half siblings from a relationship their dad had extramaritally with the young worker, which the young maid was in fact someone who the local priest was in love with. He had introduced her to the family as his cousin, so they would give her work, but in fact, she was just someone he was in love with from their days in the orphanage together. She became pregnant and had Scott, and then Scott, by happenstance, was adopted by the father that was working the at the local church, and by being adopted and all of that, he ended up meeting his half sister and dating her. So the mother, who somehow caught wind of all this, was trying to pull them apart. But she didn't want to tell them why she was doing that because, potentially, because she felt bad about them and didn't want them to know and didn't want to sort of shatter their inner reality. And also because she may have accidentally played a part in killing his mother. They were trying to get her to go away with the baby, and they pushed her, and she fell and snapped her neck. So now we are looking for the actual killer, and my current working hypothesis is that it is the priest that took him in because he was in love with that girl, and he did bring her into the town supposedly so they could be together, and possibly because of some misguided bitter male rage type thing, he might have gone out and killed the mother. Because it's not just the mother, this is also a recap for Belle, because Belle, you haven't really been watching any of this, so this has been a bit of a spoiler for you, but it is what it is. It wasn't just the mother that has died. There's been other people. So if we go into the journal, there's documents over here, and there's the... No, not the undisclosed report. Something, the coroner's public report. There we go. So there's been 3 people that have died in short succession. Uh, in short succession in this town. First one was Andrew Reed. Um, and he died, I think, early 1995. Then later, Henry Johnson also died And then later on, Vivian Roberts, which is the main lady who we've been sent to this town to investigate the murder of, was killed. Andrew Reed died because of a house fire, or so it seemed. There was a botched satanic ritual or the like in the top floor of his house, and it turns out, however, that there is a chance. Here it is. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or a small knife. So, there is a solid chance, in fact, that someone killed him and then burned the house down to make it seem like in his mad ramblings, because he was kind of alcoholic, depressed on several medications, he ended up killing himself. Henry Johnson was found in his car at the bottom of a lake. It was presumed death by drowning, but you see here death by exsanguination. Once again, has a wide crack caused by a sharp object and strong force. Front torso, yeah. A laceration, succumbed to bloodlust before being placed in water. So front torso, place and back. So it seems like someone either cut him up or he cut himself and then drove into the lake. But then also Vivian Roberts died of a much brutal and much less coincidental seeming fashion. She was just found in front of her house with a cracked skull, potentially from an axe, as it said. Yeah, right side of the head. Um, so now we have a couple of leads that we're pulling. We need to find the typewriter in this town that has messed up E's, because if we go to, that's not the way to go. If we go down this way, this car right here is the car of a private investigation that came to this town 2 years ago. Yeah. To a close friend of mine, she highly recommended you, saying you're a person of integrity, very reliable investigator, blah blah blah. And then yeah, there was this one, this letter that someone received or someone took a photo of, and it says, "I know what you did. What you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone." But the E's are kind of like faint, as smudged up into the top right. So that's a defect with the typewriter that can be followed through with. So that's what we're trying to find. And also we're trying to find, and this might be where my current lead goes. She has a locket with 0526, right? Which could be anything, but it makes me wonder if it is not the date of birth of her son. And we know, I've had this written in my notes somewhere, that her son, which was named Vincent at birth but was renamed Scott when adopted, or maybe was renamed Scott when he went to the orphanage, is his date of birth is the passcode to a safe in the mansion. So we can go to the mansion and try that out, and see if his birth was not 0529 of 1974 or 1975 or something like that. It would have been one of those 2 years, I believe. Alternatively, before I go and do something stupid, he is also buried in the local graveyard, so we can just go check there first. Um, I don't know if it'll have something as detailed as his actual day of birth. There was one grave that had that, but that was related to a puzzle, and it was like a pretty obvious thing. I don't know if I don't know if anything else will have that. We will see. We can go look. But that's what I'm currently pursuing. That's the thread I'm currently pulling. I kind of jumped into this a little fast and loose. Typically, before I stream the Paints Creek killings, I spend like a solid 5 minutes reading through my notes. Jesse, Philip, Calvin, Bennett, Scott Brooks. No, he was just born. Oh, June 1st, 1975. Okay, so it is there. So that's what we need. June 1st, 1975. And then we can go to the mansion and open the locked thing. So June 1st, 1975. Let me just write that down then. Scott Brooks. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. Born June 1st, 1975. Okay. So let's go put that into the safe. Yeah, I do like about this game. It's a difficult game. It's a complicated game, but it always has at least one thread you can pull. And the threads all kind of end up like smudging together. They all end up kind of becoming this beautiful whole that you end up seeing. I think it's very well made in that respect, and I really enjoy that. I feel like I kicked into this a lot higher energy than I normally do. Typically, when I play the Pain Street Killings, I do it with a lot more calm demeanor. June 1st, 1975. There's also the local hospital. That's very spooky, by the way. There's like the local abandoned hospital, uh, which the girlfriend and uh half sister Trisha was kept in after she went into shock because her mom had died and her boyfriend was the potential culprit. It was just like a lot for her. And this old hospital is yep, this is the code. 060175 611975. There we go. What's There's been all these chess pieces scattered around. A journal of Charles Roberts, the adulterous father. Wait, X read? Is an R read? Oh, it's because I have my controller plugged in. July 31st, 1995. I cannot believe that Scott killed my wife. It's being spewed all over the media. How? Why? He loves Trisha and I treated him like my own son. It doesn't make any sense. He did not know. It's his son. I visited Scott today. I asked him why he would kill Vivian. He did not answer, but simply looked down on the floor. I wanted an answer so desperately that I nearly rattled his neck. Does he even feel any guilt or remorse for what he's done? How can he not say anything? This is a few months down the line. I visited Scott again today, knowing that he will be released soon. There just wasn't enough evidence to pin him. He looked thinner than before, but I didn't care. I wanted to know why he killed Vivian. When I asked, he stared at me. I was so angry that I yelled at him. I was about to leave when, out of nowhere, he said, I pity the ignorant. What the hell does that mean? Oh man. I got drunk last night at the inn. Scott is now a free man. I think I babbled about how much I despise Scott and what I would do to have someone get rid of him. Did I really say that? How did I get home anyways? Oh right, Bernard was with me. He drove me home. And we know Bernard has a whole rambling in his journal about how does how does Scott dare to kill his beloved Vivian, because of course he is madly and very wrongly in love, very one-sidedly in love with Vivian himself. Oh god. Yeah, email password love Trish. Aw. 061174, her birth. Studied room desk hint. Chess pieces. Fuck. K for king, queen, bishop. Okay, but what does that mean though? Like I know there's a desk. Where's the mayor's house? Here. Yeah. So the KQBK stands for uh King, Queen, Bishop, Knight. But I do or it's like King slash Knight, so I don't really know which one. It's chess pieces. But do they have? Oh God, they do. They have. Okay, so it's the king has a 4. You have something written on the bottom. I'm gonna have to go find the chess pieces. Codicil to Last Will and Testament of Randall Lewis. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I, Charles Roberts of 1 Maple Drive, Paynes Creek, being of sound mind, declare this codicil to my last will and testament, effective as of today, 1975. Article 6b of my will shall be modified to read: should a boy be born in the Roberts family that is of a direct lineage to Charles Roberts, if he is the eldest son and no others contest, he shall inherit all of the family's fortune upon Charles Roberts' passing. The sole condition to this is that the son must be at least 25 years of age. Article 6a of my will shall be stricken in its entirety. The firstborn child of the Roberts family shall inherit 50% of all the family's fortune should Charles Roberts pass away. Article 11 shall be added to my will and shall read: Vincent Roberts, born of Charles Roberts and Sophia Miller on June 1st, 1975 in Paynes Creek, shall be officially acknowledged as a family member of the Roberts family, effective July 1st, 1975. Oh shit. So he was being brought into and he was going to keep all the money. So then there's another thing here thrown in. I thought it was just a love thing, but now there's also money involved. That's going to be a pain. Okay, the content is recorded, at least. So now I need to go and look around and find the freaking chess pieces. I need to find the queen. I need to find the knight. I need to find the bishop. Where did those live? I'm pretty sure they're all around the house, the ones that matter. There might have been one in the... There might have been one in the shed outside. I think there was at least 2. I think there was a queen and a pawn, or like... no, there was a rook and a queen in the shed outside. I remember that. I don't know why I remember the exact pieces, but I sure do. So let's go check those out, and we should get the queen number out of there. No, is this... No, this is the queen. The queen is 1. I need a bishop and a knight, maybe? Yeah. Oh, the rook has a 7. Okay, so maybe I should be writing all of these down, just in case. King 4, queen 1, rook 7. As I find pieces, I'm just going to document everything on them. That's what I'm going to do. I thought there was something on the walls. Nope. I'm just making it up. So probably there's at least one piece in the study, right? Hopefully. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The knight has a 5. And what is this one? A pawn. Pawn has a 2. Cannot believe I never thought to look at the friggin' underside of these pieces. Now, where does the bishop... Where is the bishop? I suppose I don't really need the bishop, right? Like I could get it for completion's sake, but I have three of the four numbers. I'm going to brute force it, I think. Um, so we're going to start with four. Wait, no, it's okay. Yeah, 4105. No, 4115. 4125. We're slowly just going to figure out which one the bishop has. Okay, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So then it might not be. It might start with four, and with five, and end with yeah, with this because it's a K and a K at the beginning, at the end. So it could be a king. It could be a knight. It could be both. It could be neither. So we're going to have to do a bit of imagining here. Okay. Okay. Hey, there we go. So the bishop has a 9. Gonna write that down. Write that down. Another diary of Charles Roberts, November 18th, 1995. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it, although we know she probably slipped her heart medication that was deadly in dosage. She only administered the dosage as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife, after all. And now, Vivian is dead. So is Scott. Now, Trisha is dead too. Is this punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? We don't know how Trisha died. Beckard's investigation. Okay. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. But this was 1996. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We've searched through all the estates for any possible trace, but no avail. We conclude this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. If you prefer, we can still continue the search. However, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Should anything emerge, you will be the first to know. Sincerely, Jason Beckard. 1995, so I should have done that one first. Okay, so this is the start. Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's death. Due to the confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents, so we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the Pains Creek Community Hospital, although she preferred to remain anonymous. According to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescription was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else should intake it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the note. July 17th. If you'd like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find out the truth. This is July 17th. She died July 19th. Now, if we assume they all died by the same person, it doesn't really matter and it doesn't really make sense anyway because he wouldn't have known they had anything to do with it until, you know, after the first people started dying. But if he killed his wife and someone else did the rest of the killing, that's something else right there. Now, my problem is I don't know where to go from here. I've got these two new documents. I've got this. But I don't know. I don't know what else to find. I don't know what else to put together out of this stuff. There's this like secret password. 4 light, 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Holy shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 5? 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. No? 4 right, 6 left. I'm messing up freaking right and left. I'm just now realizing. God, I'm bad. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Isn't that it? Shouldn't this be it? How do you activate this? Four right, 6 left, 3 right. I did that. What next? Can't believe I never looked at the 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Is that not how I pressed it? Is like the order matters, I assume, but even if it doesn't, I did it in I did it in the right order. How does 4 right, 6 left, 3 right? 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Hey, yo, there we go. It's from the right or from the left. That's how you do it. This is a new little area. Lights work. Lights work. There's 2 diaries at least. Sophia. Indeed, the secret lies with her. June 11, 1974. Our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go to a cesarean section. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family. There's no words to express the joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I am worried of what mother might say when she knows that the baby is a girl. Vivian is being hospitalized for the second time in a year. First time was for the C-section, this time for mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she has stabilized and ready to receive me. What can I do? Mom wants a boy, but it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost, not knowing what to do. Mostly, I just feel lonely. Hey, have you considered not bending over backwards for your mom every time? I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have, I have to say, I guess. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? November to July. I have a name for our child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will. Sabia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in this last 2 days. I wonder where she could be. May 3rd, 1974. Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson said she has fully healed, but it will take some time for her to adjust back to her old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating or has suffered permanently in some way. I love Trisha, and I know Vivian does too. This is June from May. I can only hope that my mother's passion for her grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope that she does not hold any resentment towards Mother. Mother. Holy. Can you be any more dystopian? Magdalene Roberts, mother of Charles, dies at age 68. Hospital reports heart attack as main cause of death. She looks like a thwomp. I'm sorry to say. She's got just a bit of a thwompish kind of face. Magdalene Roberts passed away last night at the age of 68. She was visiting her son, Charles Roberts, in Paynes Creek when her heart failed. Dorothy Patterson, a maid working at the mansion, knocked on Magdalene's door at 7 a.m. Since there was no answer, she assumed Magdalene was still sleeping. It was only 2 hours later, when Magdalene did not respond, that she realized something was wrong. She called Bernard Hopkins, the mansion butler, who came and opened the room to find Magdalene lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing. He immediately called 911. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor and head of Paynes Creek Community Hospital, arrived at the mansion at around 9:30 a.m. and pronounced Magdalene Roberts dead. According to Dr. Johnson, Magdalene Roberts probably had a heart attack sometime in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnoses are yet to be determined, but Magdalene's death was most probably the result of high blood pressure and old age. I have to wonder, unrelated, was it 911 back then? I don't know why, but I always thought 911 was a sort of since 9/11. I'm looking it up because I want to know. Was it just like a coincidence? I thought it was the kind of thing where it's like it was so bad, but uh-huh, uh-huh. 1967. Since 1960, my ass really thought it was a thing that was since 9/11. No. It's just 9/11 is your emergency number also. That's crazy. Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake, and you'll need to take responsibility for what you have done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife. You already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. However, the child is important. He is your flesh and blood and might be the son you need to properly continue the family. I'm now preparing to visit you. Do not say anything to Vivian yet. I will take care of it when I arrive. Love, Mom. I see. Well, I mean, this answers some stuff, but certainly not everything. And it certainly still leaves me with nothing to do but hunt typewriters, which I did not expect this investigation to turn that way, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, I can smell dinner. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. Alright, so last time we took the sewers, we went to the hospital. Let's try going down there and go the other way, because I understand there is at least a way out into the church, I believe? Sewer map. Yes. We are coming at it from here, from the old sewer entrance to the old mayor's mansion. Yeah, to Paynes Creek, Trinity Church, this way. Alternatively, I think that's pretty much everything. Residential houses was blocked. We can try going to the church or the farmer's market. I don't like that little trill that just went by. I don't appreciate that. So it would be down this way. And let's continue. Come at a fork in the road. This is the one to farmer's market. I don't believe... Nope. And this also doesn't work. Lovely. Some more wine boxes down here. Those boxes look in very good condition for having been in this sewer for at least 2 years. So I'm at this joint right here. I already went here because I went into the hospital. I can try to continue on this way. I don't know if I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where the church place is. It's the little door they had in the basement. I don't think this is going to tell me anything, really. I don't like this. Silver Lake Boulevard, there's just nothing down here, yeah. Pipes and stank, that's all it is. Not me turning around facing down every time because I am spooked. Door is bolted from the other side. So indeed I could come by this direction. I just need to come from the church or something like that. I believe. Yeah. I need to come from Silver Lake Boulevard or from the church. Okay, well, nothing to it. I suppose we can go back to the hospital. I don't really know if there's much there that we haven't already found, but it is the newest location, so it is the one that holds the most promise, in my opinion. I really, really don't like these dark sewers, especially the way it is dark in my room right now. No, thank you. This is near Postal Service right here. We need to hit a T junction and head right is what we need to do. Yep, that's the one. Let's go. I'm so bad with maps. I have not forgotten there was a... I have not forgotten there was a note from a nurse that was all about how she saw a drenched woman outside the doctor's office at some point. But when she looked again, she was gone and it was dry. It wasn't raining outside. I have very much not forgotten that. Thank you very much. I am terrified of the prospect that I might see a wet woman. Because we all know, Ben Shapiro told me, women don't get wet. I've heard that. You've heard it a million times. You know it's true. Nothing here to read. Under the flower pot next to the church. This is the kind of thing where I might need to go check that out. Because I think that might be the key to room 201 that they're talking about. Otherwise, what, it would be the key to his house? But I could not have gotten here without going to the church first. There's stuff you find out at the church that brings you here. So that might be the thing to do. Go to the church and try to find a key under the flower pot again. Which is crazy that it's twice that we've gone and found keys under flower pots, but I suppose it's just that everyone in town knows that he's a forgetful man, and if he needs stuff, you can leave it there. It just seems weird to put it there because we already had a clue that was to find a key under a flower pot. So could we not have accidentally found the wrong key back then? I don't know, man. I need something to pull these bolts. I know. And for whatever reason, the hammer is not good for it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It feels like the hammer is perfect for that. I'll need to get a screwdriver, and I believe the tools live with the photographer in his studio. I believe. Let's try and look for a flower pot in here. But I already got a key from under a flower pot. Oh. 1203. Okay. Wait, that's probably the code. Holy shit. I never stopped to think that there might be a thing written on the fucking church. I'm stupid. That's where? Side mysteries? I think I wrote it down. Side mysteries. Log with book in it. Yeah, with box in it. 4-digit code. I'm gonna write it here. 1203? Question mark? Gonna try that then, at least. Oh, that was nice. That was just staring me right in the face as I turned the corner. Very useful. Just real quick, let me look through these, but I would be shocked. Shocked. Okay. Well, let's go and try 1203 at the little box in the stump. That's nice. Yeah, let's go through here. I think that's probably the shortest way. I feel like that house might be important at some point. It's positioned so ominously across this little bridge. You know what I mean? Okay. Scramble in, scramble through. Let's try. 1203 at that box. If that doesn't work, I don't know what it could be. Because I remember it was like the 3 words written there for Sophia. And then it was like, how the hell am I supposed to know his favorite spots? And I suppose from that you're supposed to deduce at least one of his favorite spots is the church. And then you go and you find the code. 1203. Yes. Oh no. He was going to ask her to marry him. Dear Sophia, it's been quite a while since I last wrote to you. I've been busy. I hope you are doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord, and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. Seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk in the study room. I've changed its code to 0318. Church. Office with locked drawer. 0318. We can go there later. The day you first came to the orphanage. Paynes Creek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Paynes Creek's event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their business as usual. Trisha's heaven now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here, waiting for your return. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spend most of my free time there now, relaxing, doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you ever realized how I felt towards you. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mailed them. And to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you may be staying right now. At the same time, writing to you has made me feel better. It made me feel that we're still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left Paynes Creek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day, I hope to see you again. Love always. Matthew, 1982. Dear Sophia, please wait for my return. Love, Matthew, 1975. Wait, Matthew? Oh wait, Father Matthew. Yeah. I was like, wait, who is Matthew? I know who Matthew is. Please wait for my return. This is... Oh no. Well, I feel like we're coming up more and more against the realization that it was probably him. It was indeed probably Father Matthew. He was very much in love with her. He brought her to this town, into the hands of these people that he thought would look after her. But instead, they got her pregnant, made her fall in love with another man. How dare they? But more to the point, they ended up killing her, even if accidentally. That's dark. That is pretty freaking dark. Well, we've got progress, if nothing else. But it feels... I just feel bad. I feel bad coming to this at the end. I feel bad about putting this all together and realizing what's going on. 0318. In here. Yes, 0318. Bunch of pencils. And a diary for Matthew. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why did anyone tell me? I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers. We had Mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. June 6, 1995. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess. And Andrew died when exactly? Shortly after then. It appears like he went to talk to Andrew, and maybe it got heated. He was drunk. They started fighting. Accidentally stabbed him, did not mean to. And he ended up killing him. And he covered it up, made it look like he burned to death. And maybe he got a taste for it after that. I feel like this is the same one we've seen. Nothing in here. Yeah. Seems like it was him that did it. I'm not sure how this helps, but there are some dates marked on the calendar. Yeah, no kidding. I need a key to put into this lock. That's going to presumably open this. This to me screams of door. And we already did the calculations that this room is deeper out here than it is in here, and it is pretty obvious when you look at it side to side like that. See what I mean? There's a lot more wall behind it. So there's definitely something here. It said something about the attic of the church, which we haven't really gone to. Feels like, ceiling kind of ends here. There's a good chance the attic is behind that door. But how... Oh, how to get to it. I need a key. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Matthew is the one that did it. Oh, Matthew. Oh, Matthew. Where is Matthew, though? He never died, at least in the story that I know. So, is he still alive? Is he going around haunting me around here? Could be. There's a lot of flower pots around here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they had that clue about the post-it for the church. Unless the hospital has been open all along and it really just took me until the end game to get there. Could be. You know, could be. Okay. So let me start crossing off things from my notes and see if that way we can discover somewhere to pull. The secret lies with her. We already know what that was all about. The blue car. We know what that was all about. The secret gift. For, yeah, the courtyard, bridge over the stream, the post office. We already knew that. The box with the 4 digits. The side mysteries are all done here. Questions. Who killed Vivian Roberts? Someone left-handed with their ease looking weird. Possibly him, indeed. Motive? Possibly killed, uh, possibly killed his, beloved. Murder weapon? Apparently an axe. Deaths plural, we already know. Scott, yeah, he is from Charles. May 18th, 1994. Who broke in? What is in the tape? June 28th, 1975. I think we know that's probably when they ganged up on her and ended up killing her. Trisha's younger brother, Vincent, done. Secret room in the cabin, done. Yes, yes. Father Matthew, uh, he liked Little Big Books, apparently. Birdhouse, that's nothing. Time capsule in Paynes Creek Cemetery. Indeed, but I don't think we can go there. At least I don't think we can dig it up. Let me try, see if I'm that stupid, but as far as I can tell, I would need a shovel to do that, and I would need to get into the photography studio to get the shovel. I think it said the time capsule was somewhere around here. This sort of area. Also, let's not forget, these flowers are fresh. Makes me think Father Matthew may very well still be around here, watching our every move. I do not like that thought. I don't like it one bit. Magdalene Roberts. 1975 was a busy year for this community. Damn, it's all been scratched off. He was just a forgotten man. In many respects. That is sad. I don't know if this side of the cemetery matters. I don't know if I can access it, and even if I can, I don't know if I need to. What's in my inventory? Yes. Who killed? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Slim Jim. Yep. Something is etched at the back. Indeed. It's the numbers 0526. And a little pattern. Hang on. Let me try and do this a little more normal like. There we go. I don't know what the pattern is. It looks like little rays coming out from the bottom. You see what I mean? These lines. I don't know what they are, where they could be. Fixing broken drawers, hammer, or pull out nails. Fixing broken drawers, huh? It's just I don't have broken drawers to fix. At least not that I have seen. The truth shall set you free. How right they were. How right they were with that. There was like a supposedly an apartment that has a digit entry instead of. Yeah, that's up into the mansion. We don't really need to go there. There's also like her house didn't have much of anything, man. It was very disappointing, if I'm being honest. That's the hospital down that way, where I'm sure there's progress to be had. But I cannot have it, for I don't know how to get it. Nothing. It's locked. Post office. What was written? Oh yeah, stream on post office. So true. It was the Anne's Courtyard message that I couldn't find for some reason. Was it like a facts thing that I wrote down? Mayor's house. Yes. On Cecilia, apartment code 447-206 £. I don't know if that's anything that's useful. Miss Patterson has the key. I don't understand what that means. I don't know, man. I feel like I probably need to go to the hospital. It feels like the only place that I haven't explored top to bottom. So let's go hit up the hospital for a bit of snooping around for a bit. That should be the way to the hospital right here. I think that's the gate to it. Yes, indeed. Oh, Father Matthew. Why'd you do that? Why'd you have to go and do that? Why would you do that? I mean, we know why you did it. Because you were a fool in love. But oh man. Scott died 1995. It might have been that Scott was already dead. He had no one in his life anymore, really. The woman he loved was gone. Okay, okay, Marlo, sure. Patient Trisha Roberts, Jane Madison. There's no patient for these. What's up with that? Did they just come in for like a checkup? That's a visitor sheet. Nothing up here. Trisha, yes. Trisha Roberts. I would like to get into there. Place it under the flower pot next to the church. We did that, or we checked that anyway. There was nothing there. These drawers, there's nothing in them really. No messages in the machine. Feel like that's a pretty thorough sweep of this area. Now that I kind of know, at least intellectually, there is nothing spooky going on in this hospital. I'm going to go ahead and give everything a bit more of a thorough look. A more Henry David Thoreau look, if you will. This is where, yes, that woman was convalescing. Wanda was her name? Starts with a W for sure. She worked at the mansion and had cancer. Yeah, Derek's mother. Oh man. That's a little fucked up looking, those drawers, but let's not break the immersion. I know there's, yeah, this is the doctor's office. And it needs a key card. And I don't imagine a hammer is going to persuade this to work. My key card? No. I figured. Janet Kelly. Good job, Janet. Janet's really come into this thing and busted the case wide open, which is very impressive, if I'm honest. Good stuff, Janet. To be fair, though, oh my god, am I stupid? Yes, I am. Fucking hell, man. I missed the. No, 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 no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Power is off. Shut the fuck up, man. How do I turn it on? Um, oh god, it's the fucking tree swaying out the window. I did not know this game was a horror game. What? How do I turn the power back on? Wait, I never saw any power sitch around here. I don't believe. Reception area. Yes. Well, I'm just gonna go outside. You know what? This city, this little town, it's been nice. It's been goodbye. Nah, fuck. Fuck. Oh shit. Let's go. Where is the power switch? Is the power for the whole dang hospital off? Restroom, indeed. Nothing funky going on. Nothing funky going on. Yep. Power is off. Nurse station. Operating room. I need to find emergency center. I am in an emergency right now. Hi, I would like to report an emergency. It's me. This is the cafeteria and the kitchen. Nothing going on here. I don't believe. I'm gonna grab one of these and just like spray the ghost when it shows up. So I'm gonna like psst, 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 psst. Medical records. Storage feels like the kind of place something like this might live. Exam room, room 101. Go back downstairs? No, wait, or is this, I think the power might be upstairs. I think the power might be up in the roof or something like that. Maybe I'm making, oh wait, hang on, I have a map. I have a map of the hospital. Electric control room 4 in the basement, indeed. Okay, never mind. So let's go down to the basement. Why am I, yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. The basement. Just sprint down the stairs. You know, the way that I used to do it, and this might be a little bit of too much of a little freak thing to say, really. Maybe I shouldn't say this. But when I was a little kid, I would turn off the lights, and of course, you're worried about all the little monsters chasing you back up the stairs, right? So I would just scamper up the stairs on 4 legs. Like I would go hand and feet in hand and just like run up. Yeah, this has been thrown off. This has been. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Nothing. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing. Okay. Cafeteria. Th this way? That's the elevator, man. Okay. It's okay. We're okay. All right now. No trouble. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Better be no damn ghost in here. Lights, please. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna close the door behind me. Dr. Henry Johnson. This is 1993. This is well after every. Wait, 1993? No, he wasn't dead by then. Sorry, he didn't die in 1975. He died in 1995 with the rest of the 3. People of pain scream for the past 2 decades. There have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PCH, most of which came from the Robbers Relief Fund. The support was meant to help the purchase of medical equipment and supplies, since a sum of nearly 160,000 has been estimated missing. We have no other choice to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. Now, I am kind of surprised that that was the case, because I would have thought, since they both together conspired to kill the what's her face, the Magdalene, that she would not be able to leverage an investigation against him, because he would be like, well, if I'm going down, so are you, right? Nothing in here. Okay. Cannot believe I didn't see that. Okay. Is this Vivian? Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Room 203, where Trish was staying. I call her Trish. It's whatever. We're kind of close like that. We're kind of casual. Ooh, letters to Charles Roberts. I don't know if it's a joke that you send me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. Henry Johnson, June 3rd, 1995. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. This is what the private investigator took a photo of. So I really am in many ways just following the steps of this private investigator when it comes to this investigation in particular. With I stood on top of the it makes me a little tall. I like it, being on my little tippy toes. They mentioned a weird haunted wet woman standing outside the room, so I am very much not looking forward to that showing up. But now we have the key to room 203. We can go look in. Wow, you've got some water damage in here. That's not pretty, man. Might want to get that looked at. I don't like the way the door opened toward me. All good? All copacetic? No trouble? No trouble. We're okay. We need to go up one more floor. Do these stairs go? Yes, they do. Okay. Let's go take those up. Let's sprint up, sprint up, sprint up. The ghosts can't catch us. Ghosts can't catch us if we sprint. 208, not what we need. 209, this is going up this way. Wait, I have a literal map. Why am I doing this? 203. I just came up using this stairway, I think. Yeah. That's stairway B. Stairs B, yeah. 203 is around there. Okay. So this was the stairs. It's down here. 207, 206, indeed. Down this way. 204, room 203, where Trish was hospitalized. It looks a bit of a mess. I have to imagine this is either they were moving out or it's the PI that came before me doing a bit of a FBI job of picking this all up. But what's written on this? Oh my god. Rotating items in this game sucks so bad. Happily ever after. Okay. So is it just like a happy movie, or is it supposed to be some sort of a home video? I already opened this. Oh, the bathroom is locked. Well, that's nice. I have to imagine those only lock from the inside, so who the hell is in here? And do I want to know? Answer is no, I don't. No, I do not. Oh, Scott Brooks' body found by jogger with multiple stab wounds to the heart. Police do not know if this is tied to the murder of Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, star suspect in the Vivian Roberts case, was found dead yesterday. His body was found on the roadside along Maple Drive. Around 6:50 a.m., a jogger happened to find a body lying motionless behind a bush on the side of the road. He stopped to check if the person needed help, only to notice that the body was covered in blood. He immediately called 911. Police arrived shortly at around 7 a.m. and the victim was declared dead. Estimated time of death was predicted to have happened 4 to 6 hours prior, putting the incident to have occurred around 1 to 3 a.m. Yeah, he was the key suspect, but he was released. Like a room key. For what room? Yeah, we already kind of know it was Bernard, I think, that did that. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, wait, who was right? Is this Dorothy's diary? Yeah, Dorothy. Okay, I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be Trisha since this is who was staying in here. Trisha collapsed. The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they've suggested that she stay here for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. August. Okay, it rained today. Trisha has always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there, she mutters Scott's name out loud. She's cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this. Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today, he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden, he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know anything, but I was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. 1995. Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I've already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian? Derek, which we know was the other mansion boy that was in love with Trisha, came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected. Even with Charles's help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend Trisha like this pains him. I didn't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and said, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" I wish that I had never heard that. Yeah, Dorothy is just like the only nice. She's just a nice old lady, and all of this drama just unfolded around. I'm just gonna, clean up a little bit at least. Let's not leave a mess. Boy Scouts, leave a place better than we found it. Nice. Oh. Okay, but we have a room key, and it was on top of Dorothy's diary. Which makes me think I'm still very much worried about finding a frickin' ghost around or something. But we can maybe go... All good? No ghosts? No ghosts? No ghosts. Let's get out, let's get out, let's get out, let's get out, let's get out. We found a room key on top of Dorothy's diary, and we know where Dorothy lived. She actually lives right outside the hospital, really. Just take a couple steps and hang a right. So we can go try a few of the locked doors in her house and see what the, if the key opens any of them. Oh, that tree just popped into existence. The game has been pretty good about never really doing that. That was a little bit of a surprise. Yep, this is Dorothy's house right here. Let's go in and see. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, this was the bathroom, and it was already open. I see. This is just locked. And there's no rooms up here. Yeah, there was... Up here, there's the bathroom, and then there's this room. I think this might be... Yep, the key for that. Her bedroom. Lights don't work, but we probably don't need the flashlight for this one. I say that, but then it just looks so dark always. A pendant of Mother Mary. Yeah, we know she was a devout religious person. Daughter of ex-mayor found dead at Paints Creek Community Hospital. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from rooftop, lands on head, and dies. Oh, we did see a bit of the banister on top of the roof that had a knockdown banister, and we said we could die if we were pushed. Now I don't know if she was pushed or if she decided to kill herself because her mom was dead and Scott had been accused of it and I'm pretty sure was dead by this point, December 27th himself. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of Payne Street Community Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 7:20 a.m. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard some sound near the reception area. She went out to find Trisha lying motionless. Blood was flowing out from her head. She quickly called for Dr. Bennett, the attending physician for the day's morning shift, who brought Trisha to the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. The hospital CCTV shows that Trisha Roberts was walking around the hospital around 6:30 a.m. She hurried to the roof at 6:54. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground 3 floors below. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but I think she may have killed herself. Everything put together might have been too much to bear. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in Paynes Creek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her because by this point, Scott knew that they were half siblings and he was trying to push her away sort of gently. Trisha should not have Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help and rehabilitation. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. Stats to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. November 16th, indeed. A good month and a half before Trisha died. Oh my god, Scott was killed. Trisha's been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there, she'll ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. No one seems to know how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha is finally being admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help. Yeah. Oh, Patterson. Wait, her name is Patterson. She is Miss Patterson. She should have the key. She should... Oh, what the fuck? There's another code. She should have the key to the photo studio. House key. Yes. Oh my god, finally the freaking house key. Photo lab cleaning. Indeed. Photo lab cleaning. Yes. And Oliver, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all you've done for me. You've taken care of my store on so many occasions. You've helped maintain its bright spirit. I would be lying if I said I'm not saddened by your departure. I will greatly miss you. I wish you all the best in your new place. Do invite me there once you've settled in. May God be with you. Oliver Gibson. Yes. So we finally... She is Miss Patterson. She is the one that has the key. Now let me find my sheet that I wrote down sheriff station, 7 Black Pine, church, Bernard's house, Dorothy's house. There it is. Go ahead and make a little note here. Chest locked. 4-digit code. Okay. Just to remember that that's there, and then that way we'll know to keep looking for codes and stuff. But now, there we are. We finally have the key to the Photo Lab studio where tools and a shovel are promised to us. Since the beginning of the game, since we went to the inn, we've been told about these fanciful tools and shovel That's going to be huge. That's going to be massive. That's Walnut? I think it's the first house along Walnut. Yep, Oliver's Photography. That's the one. Unlock it with this house key. Yes. God, it really has been. What now? Like almost 11 hours that I've been playing this game? And I've been hearing about this shovel from the beginning and I knew. Aw. Oliver takes decent photos. Okay. These people keep a lot of empty drawers around. I'm not going to lie. Like, I understand that some of them moved out, but if they left all these paintings, you'd think they would have left some junk in the drawers also. Nothing. And nothing. What about you? Just rolled up photographs. Nothing at all over here. What are you? Ooh. A chest with a wrench. That might be good for opening the little sewer grates along the street, because I believe those have a key tossed in there by the PI. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday stating he was not feeling well. So if he has also informed you about his last minute change, please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of Paynes Creek soon. Yep. Indeed. He did not go to this gathering, but he used it as his alibi for the time of Vivian's murder. So I am pretty sure he was the one that killed her. What's oh, that's just a fanciful pencil. Okay. Oh, a diary for Oliver. That's new. We just attended Trisha's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It really pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Paynes Creek. Every one of those deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, for even a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. I can't imagine the pain he's going through. Dorothy left Paynes Creek early February, a month after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Paynes Creek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12, 1996. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Paynes Creek. Derek, the houseboy. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyways, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. I'm getting a bunch of achievements now whenever I get a new diary, because I'm getting the full story of people. This would be a broom. I'm just in the lookout for a shovel, so I see a handle and I just like, Okay. We already checked. There was no messages. Lights, please. Nice. This does not open. I don't like that. Let's try upstairs. I do appreciate a well-lit haunted room. Also locked. And no visible way to unlock, as far as I can tell. So no shovel, but... Oh, wait. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Shovel. Yes, shovel. And yes, wrench. And I got an achievement for all tools found. So now we have the shovel, which we should be able to use to, God, what for? To dig up, I think, a time capsule in the cemetery. And the wrench, because, let me go in the journal and find the journal's diary. There we go. Of the investigator, Stephen Moss. The last one. Yeah. I've been following this anonymous person blindly. One of them is lying. It's recorded there was an event. You remember reading somewhere about it being cancelled. Yep, that's the priest saying he was going, and then he wasn't. Can find the typewriter. I'll know who can find who killed Vivian. That's not it. Am I close to discovering something? Yeah, I think that's the one. He's not the killer. No, wait. Okay. Where was the thing that said he dropped a key in one of these grates? Are you good for this? Yes. No key. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through the town and find it. I'll do a quick pit stop by his hotel room. Motel room, really. No key in here. Because he said there was a key to something that he tossed into one of these grates. So as long as we're here, let's go in real quick and try and see what that was. Oh, I just got a message. Dinner is ready. So we will try and find this key. And then we will hurry off, I think. Yeah, the autopsy. Not this. Not the dartboard. Where was it that he said something about this key? I remember him saying something about that key. Well, that's weird, but I know for a fact there was a thing about this key being tossed somewhere in one of these grates, and now we have a little wrench to pry him open so we can at least go around and find that. I'm gonna keep an eye on these gutters. There was, I know, a gutter out here by the entrance of town that we can maybe check. This one. Nothing. Continue the search a little bit. But I will tell you right now, if you want to see more of this, make sure to drop a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and come to Twitch and drop a follow there. Because it seems like we're coming up to the end of this particular game, but I've got a Sherlock Holmes game lined up that I'm told is pretty good detectiving also. And I'm looking forward to that. So, just, you know, drop a follow, stay informed, stay on top of things. We opened this. How many of these grates can there be in one town? Yeah, if I continue this way, that's leaving the town, and it's gonna be like, are you sure you want to leave? And it's like, no, I don't. Could go down by the church, down by the cemetery maybe. Somewhere like that. I don't think there's any Yep, there's nothing down here. Here's the church. Keep an eye on grates around here. Nothing. Okay, let me just, while I'm here in the cemetery, try and dig up this time capsule if it's here. Yep. I need a tool to dig. There we go. Time capsule. It's January 11th, 1996. Scott is gone and Trish is dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people. There should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out, and the old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving here soon. Once my mother passes... This is Derek. Once I can't take off... Once I can't take care of her any longer. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking how we have drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? So then this guy would have been his alibi, though. The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. With Scott locked up, I wouldn't have a chance to be with... Oh my fucking... Get some perspective, man. It's a murder investigation, please. I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that day. I never wished for Scott to die, nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Derek Tyler. Quick little... Oh, sorry about smacking the microphone. Oh. Bishop is a 9. We knew this. Trisha, congratulations. I'll always love you. From Mom. We're graduating college? Derek, Trisha, Scott. From Derek, best friends forever. The Secret of Paints Creek. Hidden room in the study room. Underground secret passage, indeed. Future detective, Scott, yeah. Underground secret passage. In here? Are we talking about the sewer, or is there a different underground secret passage? Maybe I should write this down. And yeah, secret room above Father's room. Above Father's room, though. Not above the little, like, church, like, Father's study. Father's room. Huh. Let me write it about facts, maybe? Is there facts? Facts, Mayor House, questions, facts. Town underground secret passage? Question mark. And yeah, and the church page, which is going to be where? Church. Secret room above Father's room, which is going to be Father Matthew, of course, but also Scott's father. Is this some jam? Okay. We've got the little time capsule now. So I think with this discovery, We might leave it here for today. I was honestly not expecting to play for very long, but then you ended up pulling almost 2 hours of this game out of me. So, congratulations, you. But thank you very much for watching. Drop a follow if you want to see more. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, and weekends as I can. And let's see if there is anyone we can raid out to real quick. I assume Valerie and Eric are out streaming right now. They are. Oh, Envy is streaming also. Let's go out to him. He's streaming Pokemon, which he's a lot better at than I am. So make sure to stick around and say hi to him. Thank you very much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.